Yeah, so point number 4, or the fourth issue that we think non-insurance coverage lawyers should look at, is so-called independent investigations. I'd also group in there voluntary investigations. So these come up in a number of different situations. It could be under a federal statute, FCPA, for example. You're sort of aware that something might have happened, and it might have happened over in, say, China. So you got to self-report. I mean, if you ask any FCPA lawyer what to do, you got to tell the government that you've got an issue, and you got to do that quickly. The reason you do that is to avoid serious repercussions. So what happens is you find out something happened. You don't know how bad it is. You send your team of lawyers out there to figure out what's going on. That team of lawyers is burning $200,000 or more a month trying to figure out what's going on, and at the same time, there's insurance for it, but nobody's been told. The insurance carrier hasn't been told about it. If you ask a defense lawyer, well, what's going on? Well, it's voluntary. Should we tender that to the carrier? I think maybe we should. We generally don't tender voluntary claims to the carrier. But then when you delve into it a little further, voluntary, is it really voluntary? Are you doing this because you want to? Or are you doing it because you have to? You're doing it because you have to, and there's serious repercussions. There's nothing voluntary about it. And in most cases, you need to start seriously thinking about insurance the minute you start hiring those lawyers to go out there, or the minute you start billing as a defense lawyer. So that's a voluntary investigation. Independent investigations, those can come up in different contexts. An independent investigation might be something like you've got a serious problem. Your company is sued, and the people are alleging some serious bad stuff. May or may not be true, but there's some bad allegations out there. So as a company, what do? Well, you do an independent investigation. A lot of reasons to do that. You want to keep it independent, so to speak. You want to do it to find out what happened. Give you an example. Penn State had a big issue with sexual abuse. They did an independent investigation. That's the type of study I'm talking about, where the company spends piles of money hiring a separate law firm to cover those things. Now, the typical reaction might be, well, that's not covered under insurance. We're not defending a claim. We're independently evaluating it. But the answer is a little more complex, and the answer is it may be covered. And for example, recent AIG policy, if you look at the definition of what the defense costs are that are covered, it covers defending claims. Well, an independent investigation is not really defending a claim, but it also covers investigating claims. So you think about that, investigating, that's what an independent investigation is. All we'd say is take a careful look at voluntary investigations and independent investigations. Take a look at the policy, see if you have that good language, and there's other examples of good language too, but see if you have the right thing and get that information off to the insurance carrier, make a claim.